Hey, what's up, guys? Tuki here, back again with another episode of my Ottawa Senators franchise mode series right here on NHL 18, and today, we're fired up. I'm not gonna say that I rage uninstalled FIFA before recording this, but I'm also not saying that I didn't do that, so we're just a little bit fired up and ready to go, and it's gonna be a weird one, I'm sure. Today, we move on after our unfortunate defeat at the hands of the Tampa Bay Lightning in the playoffs. It was close. Steven Stamkos broke my heart, and now we have to move on. We're not in a terrible spot, of course. We have some very young players on this team. We took a few steps forward towards moving towards a little bit of a youth movement, but as is always the case with an off-season video of mine, whether it's the draft or the rest of the off-season, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I'm not sure who we're going to draft. I'm not sure who we're going to sign, who we might trade for, if the opportunity presents itself. I have no idea. I mean, for the most part, I am happy with our team. We might have to move on from a couple of players. Someone like a Zach Smith comes to mind. Might be worth finding a better fourth-line option. What kind of player development are we going to see as Tampa wins the Stanley Cup? Which, I don't know. A lot of people say, well, at least I lost to the eventual Cup winner. It just makes me feel worse. Because we were 1 goal away, potentially 2 goals away, from beating Tampa. Which means I really feel like we could have won the Stanley Cup this year. At least that's how it makes me feel. On the bright side, we don't need to look at Tampa's lineup. We already know what they look like. So that's good. That's one positive. Thank you, Tampa, for saving me a little bit of time. They swept St. Louis. They beat Pittsburgh in 6 and then swept St. Louis. That is a heartbreaker. We actually lost to the eventual Cup winner at both the NHL and the AHL level. You know, god damn it, if we're going to be good at something, at least we're the best of losers. The Ottawa Senators, the greatest at losing. Oh, Sens fans, I'm sorry, but come on. Come on now. Connor McDavid wins the Art Ross. The Hart goes to Matt Murray. The Norris to Hedman. Sagan to Lady Byng. The Calder went to Alexis Lafreniere. Conn Smythe to Vasilevsky. The Vezina to Murray. The Jennings to Murray. Noah Juleson to Masterton. Zibanejad to Selke. Murray to Ted Lindsay. So a great year for Matt Murray. And the Rocket Richard to Connor McDavid. In the AHL, Corey Perry put up the most points. He was also league MVP. All right. Most goals went to, I think that's Sam Lafferty. Lochtianov was the Rookie of the Year. Defenseman of the Year was, I believe, Marcus Phillips. Samuel Montembeault, Goaltender of the Year. And the MVP of the playoffs, Evan Cormier. So there you go. That wraps up this season. I don't really think we have much else to look at. I don't remember if we looked at playoff points or not. I'm pretty sure I did. The reason why I don't remember is I think I wasn't going to, and then I did. I don't know. Let's take a look at the progress reports. Hopefully we see some improvement. Now, obviously, again, I'm just going to focus on greens. There are some examples like this, where Gusev's a 79, playing like an 87, and that's all well and good, but I want to see the green stats, including Barrett Hayton being a legitimate 80, Jared McIsaac being up to an 82. He might be on the NHL roster next season. That could very well be a thing for us. Ty Ronning, hold on. Was Ty Ronning back down to a legitimate 79? He is. So Ty Ronning has come back down to earth. You could argue we should have traded him. It was nice to have him as a depth option in the playoffs. But, yeah, I mean, as if we need more picks, right? Kotkaniemi's a 79. Heiskanen's up to a 79. Reagan is a 78. Beauclair is 77. Peyton Krebs a 77. Hoping, of course, to see a decent amount of improvement from a lot of these prospects between now and the start of the preseason. Any other improvements? No? There we go. Alcock's up to a 71. Theodore, a 70. Big improvement for Kevin Tanev from a 58 to a 67, now at 19 years old. And that is that. Nothing from Luke Keith. Unfortunate. So overall, that brings the 2021-2022 season to a close. I honestly can't say I remember what our draft pick situation is when running 2 different series, and the fact that I'm running a third, but of course the Seattle series, the draft picks aren't a factor. I have had trouble remembering the draft pick situation. We do have the 15th pick thanks to Ottawa, thanks to Minnesota. Good Lord. I started thinking about the Seattle series, and I'm like, oh yeah, thanks to Ottawa, we had the pick. No, we have the 15th pick, and that is it. I could have sworn we had more draft picks, so I guess we didn't pick and choose our targets all that well. Let's take a look at retired players. I don't think we'll be losing anybody, and indeed, we did not. Retirements around the league, though. Joe Thornton, Jesus, 1,600 points. Just shy of 1,200 points for Henrik. And then from there, it kind of dropped off. Poor Corey Perry, ending his career down in the AHL. That is unfortunate. Just get you a look at some of the defenders. Johnny Boychuk, a beautiful 220 points. We'll miss you, Johnny. Enjoy your retirement. And Lundqvist retires in Washington. Again, this isn't a fantasy draft series. Hank retired as a member of the Capitals. That just is not right. Unless you want to stay on the Cup. In which case, I think most Rangers fans would be okay with it in real life. I don't know. Maybe not. Like, I'm sure, and it does still bother some Bruins fans. I know that Ray Bourque didn't win the Cup in Boston. But no Cup, or he wins the Cup with a different team. What would you take? I'd personally, if I'm a Rangers fan, I'd be like, yeah, Hank, go somewhere else. As long as you get that cup, do what you got to do. Just for the love of God, get one, please, because that would be a tragedy if you did not. It's draft time. Let's get into it. I was going to look at the draft board before coming into the draft, but of course, I don't really know what the draft situation is. So screw it. We'll just go for it. And in terms of trading, like I said, I'm not really sure what I'd want to do. I knew we had 4 first-round picks, and they're all terrible. Oh my God. I could not have chose a worse year to end up with a ton of draft picks. I mean, we do have quite a few draft picks. I might just try to have fun and get lucky with it. I mean, with these first-rounders, right, I could get some decent prospects, sure. I mean, I'd probably have to give up a first and a third to end up with a half-decent medium top 6. I might just have fun with it. There's no doubt that it would be the better option to just immediately trade all of these picks, even, piling up the 4 for 1, try to get, pile up 4 for 1, get a guy like the caliber of Reagan. I don't think I'm going to do that. We are going to go for it. I do want to take a look around the league, though, at whoever might be on the trade block, someone like Cam Fowler, just to see if there's anybody here that might be cheap that's worth getting. Riley, 21 years old and 74. That's not bad. But for the value, see, that's what I'm talking about. We could bring in someone like a Riley. I don't really want to do that. We'll just try to get lucky here. Like a Benoit Garou, 76 overall, 22 years old. Not great, but not terrible either. I wanted to see if there's that one person. Now, again, I'm not limited to trading for players that are on the block. It's just easier to do. Of course, players that teams don't want to get rid of end up having that little bit of extra value, and it's a massive pain to try and overcome that on occasion. Brady Shea on the trade block for the Rangers. Interesting. I really liked using Brady Shea in the Manhattan Project last year. Didn't get to use him enough, though. And granted, of course, we had the morale issues with him that were difficult to overcome. Colin Miller, Oshie now at 35. Yes, there's really nobody. So let's go ahead and try to get lucky here, shall we? We have 4 picks in the first round. Can we do anything with them is the question. And I was wondering, how deep of a draft was this going to be? The top 3 are all quite impressive. Poor San Jose screwed it up again. They really screwed it up, actually. You have Barry, Rokon, Borodziuk, Weinrich, Sturbach, Byron, Pollock, Tarnasky, Gunderson, Shipley. It's not a bad draft. You watch, though. This 15th pick is it's just where the quality will tank, right? Who do we have projected here for the first round? So, I mean, Morrow, who I don't have much faith in actually, being medium elite. It would be amazing. A lot of these guys we don't have info on, which really sucks. Stu Burkholz from Saskatoon. Kenny Cheng, I believe it would be, from Victoria. Again, we just don't have any info on these guys. We also have Gordy Whitman. But this is a complete shot in the dark here. It really is. Of course, there's a guy from Everett in this series, but not the other one. Dwayne Krslaki. Dean Morrow from Regina. I mean, is there anybody? Like, make it easy for me. Is there someone who plays for the 67s? That would make it incredibly easy for me. What about good old Nevins? Nope, he plays for Barrie. Okay, well, I'm going to guess wrong here, right? I'm going to guess incorrectly, and then people are going to be like, what the hell's the matter with you? And it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I got to admit, bunch of forwards, only one defenseman who looks like he's going to be worth anything. I mean, if we want to go off of the morale as it's listed right now, and that'd be Kenny Chang. Kenny Chang? Kenny Chang. Kenny Chang. Kenny Casey. Kenny, you're gonna be my pick here, I think. Oh, Kenny. Okay, don't screw me here, please. At least be medium top 4. Don't just EA, please let me have this. I already may or may not have. It's unconfirmed, potentially uninstalled game of yours. Please? Thank you. He's only a 59, though, so he's got a long way to go. At least he's 18. That's an incredibly low overall, I have to admit. What's his trade value? Because there is a chance he will not be here for the long run. I mean, that's just... the value's okay. It's about average for a medium top 4. That's not bad. A little bit below Thomas Chabot, but in line with a Dobson. That's not bad. That's not too shabby. So I'm okay with that. The overall is low, though. I don't know if he'll ever make it. Medium league goaltender, right? Kerslake would have been a disaster. Morrow would have been a disaster. Whitman as well. Voros. Oh my God. Burkholz. And Fierro. Right. So I'm kind of glad I went with who I went with, but now I'm very concerned about the quality moving forward. It's just Nevins. And then first to second round, I mean, Bacchus, we could get lucky again. Langlois. It's French. Could give him a chance. It'd be nice to get a goaltender just for the hell of it, just because of the value. Although I have a feeling Nico Atacalio is going to be amazing. Atacalio. Oh, God. I don't know who to go for because all of the forwards are listed as a medium top 9, so they're either more than likely going to be a medium top 9, or maybe one of them will be a medium top 6. Actually, Gonchar, I can see some stat. Hello, 81 offensive awareness for Yuri Gonchar. Now he's 19, which concerns me. That 81 offensive awareness, though. What about good old Francois here? We don't need goaltending as much. Cesar Gagne. All right. I'm tempted to take Bacchus, but we already took a defenseman. Yuri Gonchar. Please be good. Just please. Please. The Ukrainian. Yes! Yes! Oh, God, yes! Thank you. Hold on. Nope, yeah, it's 7:46 in the morning when I'm recording this. I know, I'm a madman. EA, you done redeemed yourself. You have done redeemed yourself. FIFA 18's back on the menu. Let's go ahead and install all. Congratulations, EA. You've redeemed yourself. FIFA is back on the menu. Yuri Gonchar, welcome to Ottawa. Oh, my God. We needed that. Whew, did we need that. Yuri Gonchar, thank you very much. The one time I actually get lucky when I say, screw it, let's draft some players. God damn, the same value as Reagan. That is amazing. We just we just doubled, if not tripled, the value of that pick by getting Gonchar. That is ridiculous. And we still have 2 picks here. We have 2 out of the next 3. I'm going to take the goaltender here, because why would I not? Although Bacchus is eligible too. You know, I'm going to take Bacchus. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. Someone needs to get their engine checked, but that's cool. I'm going to keep going, because what's with video quality and such. We're going to go for Bacchus, and then Langlois or Atacalio. Terrible with names, you know this. So, please, can we get another great defenseman in the form of Joseph Bacchus? I'm a little bit concerned that he's a defensive D-man, but I don't have any information to go off of for anybody else, including Manny Brigley, which is a great name, or Terry Wallace. Plays for Calgary Hitmen. Now, Bacchus, just don't be medium top 6. I'm 2 for 2 so far. Don't ruin this for me. Don't ruin this for me. You ruined it. You ruined it. It's over. It's just, you're done. Damn it. Hey, Adekalio's medium starter. Okay, well, let's hope that old Francois is a little bit better. French goalie going to Ottawa. Yes! All right. Well, we were 3 for 4 with our draft picks. Backes is a bust. But between I'm going with Cheng, Gonchar, and Langlois. That is one hell of a draft for us just to start off. Damn you, Backes. Whew. There we go. We needed that. In fairness, Brigley was just as bad. What about for Tampa? What about for Tampa Bay? Ooh, Gainey. Well, I wasn't considering taking Gainey, so I was going to take a defenseman. Oh, damn it. There was a defenseman, Wallace. I had no way of knowing, though. That's just purely down to, hindsight. So Wallace ended up being half decent. Thorburn was also pretty good. Eves, all right, well, thanks for, okay, no, I have multiple low elite defensemen. That's fine. Just twist the knife. Just twist that knife. That's okay. We've already done well. Who can we get here now, though? There's Wolski, who I don't have much faith in. There's Peltonen, who I also don't have that much faith in. I got faith. I got the faith now. I got the faith because of the Finn. Tommy Peltonen, yeah. Tommy Peltonen, 20 years old, 84 defensive awareness. He's gorgeous. But also Milroy. When's our next pick after this? I think I might trade up. All right, well, I told you there might be trades. You never know. We're definitely taking Peltonen. And from there, what about Saranheimo? He's not bad either. A lot of 70s. He's 20 years old, too. Okay. What about Toms? He's not bad either overall. Wise. He's not great, but he's not bad. We're definitely taking Milroy. He's probably low elite and a bit of a project, but that's okay. And second to third round, I don't think I'm as concerned. What about Artukin? We don't know enough about him. I know I'm running low on time. That's fine. I'll call my timeout in a minute. Do we have any info on anybody else, please? It's either someone needs to work on their engine or it's a motorcycle. Pretty sure it's a motorcycle. That's okay. Right. We're gonna start the dealings and the wheelings. Florida, how would you like to trade me your pick? That was once Boston's pick. Would you like that? How do you like that? Kirk Cousins, preach it. Who can I give up to get this, though? I could give up Wolf. We have Boston Blues, which is fine. Gillies is signed as well. So what if I give you Wolf and a little bit more? Who else do I have that I can just kind of give up on? Keith. Keith is perfect. I won't give him up in this deal. Oh, Backes. Yes, there we go. So we'll give up Backes and Wolf to try and get this pick, and then I'll use Keith to get the next pick after that, and we'll get everybody that we want. Is a 4th round pick too much to ask for? Yes, it is, but it's close. Let's go 5th rounder. So a 2nd and a 5th for Wolf and Backes. All right, are a 4th and a 6th both equally close? No, they're not. Beautiful. So thank you very much, Florida. And Nashville. Nashville. You don't want to trade your pick. I hate you. I hate you so much. Do the Minnesota Wild want to trade their pick? Minnie, I love you. Have I ever told you how much I love you, Minnesota? Because I do. Great state, great people. Beautiful people in Minnesota. Love them. How would you like to have Keith, who certainly isn't going to progress? I will gladly take that pick. And is a 3rd rounder on top of that too much to ask for? Hopefully not. Yes, it is. That's okay, though. How would you like a nice, shiny 5th round pick from your pals, the Ottawa Senators? Okay, well, that's fine. I don't blame you. How would you also like a 6th and a 7th from your pals, the Ottawa Senators? How does that sound? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I get it. How about a 4th and a 5th? Because I'd technically be trading up. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Minnesota. Let's just hope Nashville doesn't screw me over out of getting the forward Toms, because I am definitely taking both defensemen, and we're starting off with Tommy frickin' Peltonen. Let's do this. Nice. And the next pick is going to be Milroy. The Great Dane, Frederick Milroy. He's not that great. We just have to hope that the potential's low, or we gotta hope it's medium, not low. Milroy. You know, sometimes it feels good to be the king. It feels great. When I actually decide to draft in these series, occasionally I do quite well. Instead of, just trading them for guarantees. But then, the one time, normally when I'm like, hey, I'd rather have the guarantees, and people are like, no, you should draft. And then I draft and we suck it up. Nashville, you're going to screw me over? You didn't. Oh, Nashville. Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck, Nashville. We are there's just no doubt, undoubtedly, we are taking Harvey Toms. I'm just hoping for a medium top six. Low top six would be fine, too, from the Swift Current Broncos. Sometimes I outdo myself. Sometimes. It's almost painful to be this freaking good. It really is. Sometimes. I can't wait, by the way, for the comments that have already been typing, like, it's fucking luck. I'm being sarcastic, people. Come on now. Holy hell, what a draft. Oh my god. Let's recap so far, shall we? So with the 15th pick, we took Kenny Cheng, medium top 4 potential. With the 24th pick, we took Gonchar, medium elite. We took He Who Shall Not Be Named, that we turned into a better pick. We took a Langlois, medium elite. We also then took Peltonen, Milroy, and Toms. I'm the greatest. I really am. Oh boy. Now, wow, Sarenheimo was actually pretty good too. I don't really think there was a way to tell. At least I didn't notice. I looked at him. Was there a way to say it? Nah. I don't think there was a way to tell that he was that good. There might have been? Was there a way? Did I just get so distracted by Pelton and Milroy that I missed out on Sarenheimo? I don't think so. I don't recall 5 minutes ago looking at Sarenheimo and being like, yep, we got to get him too. Because otherwise I would have. So, and he's not bad. He's pretty good. Pretty good. So we missed out on him by a couple of picks. But yeah, the comments about me being cocky over nothing, which is sarcasm, have been replaced by other stuff in which I forgot. It's fine. I don't care. I told you. I'm a little bit hyped up today, but it's cool. It's fine. We're making it work. Who else can we get here? Second round would be nothing but a guess between Mahler or Markstrom. I don't know if I'd take Eriksson, although, when in doubt, take the goaltender. But, my draft luck in terms of selecting Swedes has not been great in the past. We could go for Valeri Artuk, and we'd have to hope that he's medium top 4, which he could be. We know nothing about Trevor McNeil, which is unfortunate. Rodin, another Swede that we know nothing about. Or from there, Rafalski, Duchesne. Is there anybody that we have any info on? Falk? Not really. This is going to have to be a pure guess. And I mean, we have we have taken a lot of defense. I'm going to take a risk with a forward here. Do I know who I'm going to take? Absolutely not. I'm not going to go off the board yet either. I just want to double check. Yeah, there's potential there. Holy hell. Okay, this could still be a very good draft for us. There are some Finns in this draft. But are there any Swedes? Mahler or Markstrom? Mikael Mahler, 18-year-old center. Jesper Markstrom, 20. High league interest, I'm going to go for Markstrom. Jesper Markstrom. Please make this happen. Yes! I am the greatest. What the fuck is this draft? Holy shit. Like, really? What is this? You know what I was going to say? I remember now. Out go the complaints of, man, Tukey's cocky over nothing. Here come the complaints of, okay, he rigged this goddamn draft. Trust me, with my shit schedule and my bad render times, you couldn't pay me enough to re-record an episode. You couldn't. And if I wanted to re-record an episode, I mean, I think putting up the full Seattle episode from a couple weeks ago where the audio was shit kind of proves how much I dislike recording episodes, because I just said, fuck it, I'll tell you what happened, let's continue onward. Jesper Markstrom, oh my goodness. 20 years old, 76 overall with a medium top 6. This may be our best draft of the year. This may be our best draft ever. Like, we haven't had a Freddie McDonough type, but oh my god, top to bottom. I mean, we haven't even hit the bottom yet. This is ridiculous. Jesus. Oh my god, could you imagine if we picked Mahler and missed out on Markstrom? Which is normally what happens. That's why I don't like making picks. Oh, EA. You knew that you did me dirty on FIFA earlier. I won't get into the details. You're making up for it now, and I love you. Oh, God. EA, I love you. You know it. I might get mad at you sometime, but I'll always come back. Oh, my God. Who do we take next? Does it matter? We have Bill Ward. We don't know anything about him. Can't really trust the Reds by all that much. Medium top 9 at least. Can't really trust anyone else here. Severson? At least one green. Peverly, we know nothing about. David Peverly, 17 years old. Trotter, the goaltender. Yeah, probably not. I do like the low puck playing frequency, though. 6'5". I know, though, he could only go up by so much. Who else? Elanen's a complete unknown. That's the mystery box of draft picks right there. And I like me a mystery box. Louis Gagne, 18 years old. And then 2 defensemen. Nathan Sakic and Ron Sim. Or Bukaboom. 73 offensive awareness for Tiny Bukaboom. Tiny frickin' Bukaboom. Darcy Falk. I was hoping for another 20-year-old selection, to be honest. Right. It's either we go with Artukin, who I got a feeling is going to be medium top 6. I really do. He's either going to be really good or really bad. Like, there's no in between. Or I go for the mystery box. Kimmo Elanen. I'm going for the mystery box. Ouch. The potential's okay. The overall is horrible. He's never going to make it. He will absolutely be traded at some point. I can promise you that right now. But, you know, the value for where he was selected, that's really good still. But, you know, not exactly to say, look at the fucking goaltending. Kadri, Tanev, and Langlois. Holy hell. Defensively, Milroy. Oh, my God. Oh, Milroy, Chang, and Peltonen. This is fantastic. Whew. All right. Where's our next pick? Tampa, do your worst. We'll go back to see where they selected. I didn't think this was just going to be a draft video. It might be. We might just have to let this stand alone on its own at this point. Let's see. Did we miss out on anybody great? Wow. Ouch. Preston. Oh, my God. Well, if you ever wanted proof that that shoots down the Toogie Rigdis claims, because there is no way. Like, I will tell you flat out, if I were to ever rig a video, I would have made sure that I ended up with Rafalski over Milroy. Flat out. Milroy was, actually, how good was Milroy? What was he, a 76? Or was that Markstrom? No, it was Markstrom. Yeah, flat out. If you ever thought I rigged videos, and that's your proof, because there is no fucking way I wouldn't have drafted Rafalski instead of Milroy. Not a chance. Preston frickin' Rafalski. Oh my God, he's a monster. That is ridiculous. God, I wish we ended up with him, and we could have too. He was on the board. He's not. See, Artukin ended up being pretty bad. I don't think we had any info on Rafalski though. Not that I can remember. Like, that's hindsight. That's a hindsight pick for sure. But I can't believe that now. 2 players of that caliber in the high 70s. But damn, Rafalski is the pick of this draft. How he fell to the 3rd round, I have no idea. That is insanity. Obviously, I wish we had ended up with him. God, don't I wish we had ended up with him. But you can't win them all. We were looking at him, too. But like I said, I didn't see anything. At least I don't recall seeing anything that would have given that away. So as far as these picks go, I'd probably lean towards Peverly, Gagne, Sakic, or Buka Boom. So you know what? Let's take Tiny Buka Boom. Because his name is Tiny Buka Boom. And I'm drafting him solely for the name. So Tiny Buka Boom, welcome to the Ottawa Senators. You are garbage. And I had a feeling you were going to be. That's what happens when you draft somebody for the name alone. And wow, we don't have a pick now for a long time. We wouldn't have seen any of these players. And to be honest, Preston on the LA Kings there. Preston Rafalski, he might have been the last great pick of... Nope, oh my God. What is going on today, EA Sports? Jesus, now he's a grinder, but still. All right, so we found out that my luck ends in the 3rd round. Colton Fitz. Holy hell. The physical, the skating, the defense, the 85 offensive awareness. Again, I wish I had rigged this draft. I wish I rigged my videos. I would have had Rafalski. I would have had Fitz. We'd be winning the Stanley Cup for the next 8 years. But instead, no. God damn. My God. And from there, it dropped off. Fitz was the last of the major picks there. The last of the Titans. I was going to say the last of the Mohicans, and I'm like, how old am I? So we took Tiny Buka Boom. The game gave us another chance, but again, I didn't see anything there, any kind of indication that Fitz was going to be that good. So, case in point, just because someone shows up as a medium top 9, doesn't mean that they're they are in that range, but just because, for example, I'm trying to find a good example here, Tursunbayev, right? 0-time scouted showing up as a medium 7th, that doesn't mean that's correct. He could very well be medium elite, and now that I won't pick him, he will be. But you get the point. So, yeah, people have their formulas to finding a successful draft. Milan Kajanik, most people be like, oh, he could be medium top 9. It's like, no, he could be medium elite. We don't have any info on him. Jean Daig. I'm intrigued by the potential, admittedly. Fortier? We don't know anything about. And again, I don't trust the Reds. I wish I could. What else do we have here? Merrick's. Nothing to go off of. Pitton or Andrew Pitton because he's French. Lop. Willie Lop. The 20-year-old defensive D-man from Belgium. I love it. I love it so much. Kaltainen could be the one guy to ruin that. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This is one of the craziest drafts I have ever seen. Period. Pasi Kaltanen is our next pick. The question is, though, I'm going to call a timeout here. The question is whether or not I am trading up, once again, to also make sure that we get somebody else. That potentially being Daig. I'm kind of intrigued. Lop. Lop is the other guy that I want. Lou Phillips. Not bad, but not great. Parise will have no information. What about Greening? Greening's not bad either. Junior Greening. Actually, how old was Parise? 19? Tursunbayev. Hell, oh my God. Rhodes. Cam Rhodes. 20 years old, though. Holy hell. How many picks am I getting in a row here? So I like Rhodes. I like Greening. Kaltanen, Lop. I'm looking at 4 straight picks here in this round. Brian Darby, we know nothing about. And then Iverson. If it was Allen, I would totally take him. I want the next 4 draft picks, please. Can that happen? Please? This has been ridiculous. I should have throwaways that I can add into this, like Tiny Buka Boom. And I think I re-signed... Did I re-sign Lindbergh? I did. And I re-signed Zach Smith. And I think I re-signed Dauphin. No, I didn't re-sign Dauphin. Okay. Tobias Lindbergh, I am going to ditch you in this trade, hopefully. Do they have the space? They don't. So how about for Buka Boom? No value there whatsoever. How dare you insult the Tiny Buka Booms like that? His name is Tiny Buka Boom. Allow me to give up... Oh boy, we're getting kind of low on picks here. How would you like my 5th round pick next year in Tiny Buka Boom for a 4th? How is there not any value there whatsoever? I know you don't want the picks technically, but come on, cut me some slack here. Is a 7th enough? Please? All right, Vegas, you're being a little bit frustrating. How am I going to do this? So I have the 108. I'll use the 119th to trade up. What do you say? Why not? Just trade down for nothing. I'll give you a 7th round pick next year. Will that go through, please? I hate you. Why would you not? Because you know that there's some great goddamn players coming up. That's why. Will that go through? Thank you very much, Vegas. Right, so let's go ahead and make this pick. Can my ridiculous luck continue? We are taking Pasi Kultanen from Skellefteå with this selection. Pasi, how good are you? Oh my god. This is insanity. This is ridiculous. What is going on in this draft? Oh my god. He's not a medium elite like Rafalski, but 4th round, 15th pick, 108th overall. This is unbelievable. This might not be the best draft ever, but it's probably my best draft ever. Will it get better with Willie Lopp, the Belgian defender? That's my question. Not really. Damn it. Well, we tried. I mean, he was a Belgian. We had to try. Columbus, don't do anything. I want that pick. I do. I want that pick. So Willie Lopp, unfortunately, couldn't help the good times roll. But that's okay. I am going to have to trade for more picks in this draft because this draft is the gift that keeps on giving. How would you like a Boom? Actually, you have roster spots. How would you like a Tobias Lindberg and a 5th round pick? You damn right you would. Lindberg's a great player. Not going to need him with the amount of depth that I'm bringing into this team. So let's see. Up next, I'm going to take Greening. Junior Greening. Not expecting too much, but there could be some promise here. From the man from the Halifax Moosehead. Ooh. Good overall. The potential just wasn't there. Still worth trading up, though. We didn't give up really anything to make it happen. Buffalo, though, I am not done. Let's go. I am trade happy. And it's going to keep going. Do the Sabres have any roster spots? They do. They do. Do I want to trade? You know what? Tiny Boom. How's that sound? It sounds good. There we go. So Tiny Boom's off to Buffalo. We have yet another pick. So far, we're 1 for 3 in this chain of players. I kind of liked Daig. We're definitely going to take the risk on Rhodes here. I have a feeling there's going to be a great player here. I'm still going to go with Cam Rhodes. He's 20 years old. I'm intrigued. Cam, how good are you? I will take it. He's only a 60 overall, but medium top 6. He is a great trade piece and a perfect. I mean, look at what we just gave up to get a player of medium top 6 potential and trade value. It's going to be ridiculous. Before we do anything else, because now we have no picks left in this draft, let's take a look to see if we can find somebody who we think might be a superstar, because this draft just keeps on giving. And if there is somebody, then we trade. Torsten Oduya, actually, oh man, he could be half decent. I like the skating and acceleration. Torsten Oduya, I don't know if he's worth trading up for. Nilsson, not quite. At least there's nothing there that says superstar. Sylvain Sauve, nope, not quite. Wellwood, again, only one time scouted, so nothing there. What about Carlson? No. Moss, there'd be nothing. Turner? We don't really need to risk it for the goaltender. Evans, Joseph Evans, 20 years old. I am intrigued. We'll mark down Joseph Evans. What about Fedorov in the 5th round? Nothing to go off of there. Burkholz, nothing to go off of. I mean, we already know his potential. Chevrier? Vincent Chevrier, nothing there. What about Parks? Trent Parks, nothing there. Volchenkov, nothing really there. Reinhardt, no. Myers, we wouldn't need. Viocola, no thanks. I'm not thirsty. Or pick Nordstrom, please. Okay, the draft might have finally calmed down. Maybe. What about Nokalainen? That's not happening. Pronger, can't go wrong with a defenseman named Pronger, although you might be able to with him. Dubinsky is a no. Darcy Dubinsky. Dahlman, not quite. David Dahlman, that's a really common name. Again, how I wish you could just use the triggers, EA. You know, if they're gonna listen to me now, look, I know people have asked like, hey, how much feedback do you have with EA? I'll tell you what, if they don't re-add the ability to scroll through the draft board with the triggers, the answer is not enough. That's the correct answer. Not enough. So, yeah, let's hope if they listen to me on anything, it's that they bring back that. Because, my God, there's no reason for that to not be the case. Hallweg, we have no info on. Sakara is 17. Antropov. I mean, I'm looking for 20-year-olds or players that we actually have info on. Deschamps, not quite. Saugus, Sasaki. Kelvin Sasaki, no. Samson? Samson, nope. All right, we might be done here. Pyarvi, no. Ollie, no. No 20-year-olds too. McCammond, the Romanian, he's 20. I'm kind of intrigued. What about Woodworth? Also 20. You know what? There's enough 20-year-olds, and none of them on which I'm really sold on, that I don't think I'm going to trade up. If I miss out on somebody, then so be it. But I really haven't seen that one pick that's making me think, you know what? Yeah, this is the guy. I'm just not seeing it. What about Conley? No. Slager. Lutonen. I got a feeling he's going to fall off. I have a feeling he's going to fall off and be medium top 6. I don't like the attributes. He's going to be a very low overall. Georgievic. Svedberg. Now again, just because you're seeing these potentials listed here, it doesn't mean that's what they are, but it is what we have to go off of. And that's not entirely helpful. Nurmi. Again, same thing. Might stay there at that potential. Decent chance he won't. Antia, there's not enough to go off of. What about Coop? Not enough. Gustafsson, not enough. I think we're about done in this draft. I have no choice but to look around, really. Let me just double check here. So, goaltenders. Do we have any steals? Probably not. Defense. It's just Nurmi and Lutonen. Antila and Samson are there as well. So, I mean, Nurmi, actually, in fairness, I think I said I thought Nurmi might drop. I mean, probably low top 4. Which, I mean, is that worth it for a 7th round pick? It kind of is. Svedberg. Again, nothing to go off of there for the former Bruins goaltender namesake, who I believe just went back to the KHL as well. Or at least back overseas. Coop and Daig, and then at center, Olofsson. 20 years old, though. I'm intrigued. So, Olofsson. What about Alexandrov? Could also be half decent. There are some fringe players here. But there's enough of these fringe players where I'm not entirely sure. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to acquire about 2 6th round picks just to make sure that I get both. So let's talk to Chicago and Minnesota. I want Nurmi and the center, and then we will be done. Like I said, obviously at this point it's going to be just a draft episode. Let's go ahead and pick up Greening. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Thank you, Minnesota. And then, or thank you, Chicago, and now Minnesota. Let's take a look here. Your 6th round pick, 157th. Thank you. And let's trade you a 5th round pick next year. Sound good? Thank you. All right, so that is over and done with. Let's go ahead and sim to our next picks. We'll take a look through the through the rest of the draft just to see what happened, to see if we missed out on anybody. Which, I mean, there's a good chance that we did. Let's see, after those 4 straight picks, obviously I'm going to be quite upset if we missed out on somebody, but just what a draft this has been. Absolutely ridiculous. Low top 6, so do ya? Is that it? That might be it. The draft has looked to have fallen back. Dahlman was low top 4. Parks was low top 4. Low top 4 Reinhardt. Low top 6 Barron. Yeah, I mean, the draft looks to have fallen off. If either of these 2 guys end up being steals, I'm more than happy. Let's go ahead and take Nurmi first. Will he drop to low top 4, or will he be medium top 4? He is low top 4. Had a feeling. We didn't give up much to get him, though, and I'm still all right with it. And then our last chance at a steal. Can we make this happen? Let's find out. Olofsson is the guy. Thomas Olofsson from Farjestad. How good are you? He dropped off quite a bit. Still, for 6th round picks, they're not terrible, but obviously not what we wanted. So overall, I mean, our luck kind of dropped off at the end there, but I mean, Jesus, how could I possibly complain about this draft aside from missing out on Fitz and wow, that was a low Leighton Jang. Aside from missing out on Fitz and Rafalski, because my God, Rafalski, although Metropolitan Woodworth, 2 very good picks. So while our luck ran out, some teams are still having a bit of fun finding some steals. In terms of the 7th round, that was a 71 overall. Damn. In terms of the 7th round, I am just going to skip through it because I'd have to go one at a time. So let's just go through that. And that concludes probably the draft of the year, for me at least, on this channel. I don't really recall having that much consistent luck throughout a draft. So it's funny how that works. That came at one hell of a time where we have basically everybody, if not already have everybody signed, which is ridiculous. Just damn. I mean, we still have cap space. Our team is still intact. Do we have any expiring deals? We don't. At least not there. Christian Wolanin's up. He wants to re-sign now. He's still looking for too much money, though. We might finally let him go, and you know what? It makes sense. When you look at Smith, Stillman, Kaltainen, yeah, it's time to let Christian Wolanin go. Which I mentioned, he's one of those players that I really liked having on the team. I don't know why, it's one of those players where it's like, you know what, screw it. I like Christian Wolanin. I'm rooting for Christian Wolanin, and I do. I don't know, though. I mean, I could drop him down to like 1.8 for the next season, but I mean, come on. You know, it's not going to happen. And in terms of lefties, I mean, Ty Smith, he's ready. So I'm going to pull off the Band-Aid. I'm going to let go of Christian Wolanin. We know that we're going to sign Colton, and I don't have to, but I can. Oh, yeah, Reagan needs a deal too. Look at this defensive depth. This is ridiculous. No expiring contracts, though. Let me go ahead and sign Reagan, because we know he's coming aboard. Kaltainen will probably be signed, or Kaltanen. Either or. Call him what you will. Right wings, everybody's signed. Beautiful, except for Tom's, who won't be. No left wings, and centers just Laurent Dauphin, who we will let go of for the moment. He might be back, though. We'll sign Markstrom, with him being 20. Actually, do I want to? I'm going to hold off on signing the 20-year-olds for the moment. I want to see what the free agent list looks like, and that way we have some open spots. So, you know what? I mean, God, we're already 48 minutes into this. Right. Oh, boy. You know what? Let's advance day. I'm going to give you guys a look at the free agent list. In the next episode, we'll go through the rest of free agency. We'll set up the team, and we'll begin simming into season 1. Or, that's season 1. We'll begin simming into the next season, probably a month or so. I was going to say 1 month, and I'm like, oh, season 1. Just, we're 48 minutes or so in. Like, just, man, you got to give me a break. It's been a crazy episode. I reinstalled FIFA. I had the best draft yet. It's been a weird day. And, yeah, there are some players available. Goaltending-wise, not that we need anybody. Joseph Wall's there, though. Signing Joseph Wall might not be a terrible idea, and then bringing in John Gillies, or trading John Gillies instead. Hello, Petrovic. Well, we're certainly going to enter the Petrovic sweepstakes, and there is a chance of us entering the Wall sweepstakes, not to mention Talixon's an interesting goaltender. Gautier's an interesting goaltender, with him being 21 years old and a 78. I know what his potential is, but still, Taylor Gauthier could be a fantastic goalie for us to pick up. There's some really good options here. Some very good options. So there are already 3 goaltenders that I like and potentially want to sign. Defensively, we're going to enter the Godfrey sweepstakes. And from there, I mean, there might be a couple of guys that are worth signing. Potentially. Maybe that Carlson guy. It's a little bit weaker. And then forward-wise, we'll enter the Lawson sweepstakes. And then we have some other guys that might be worth looking at. And in terms of the high-end players, of course, just to go ahead and go back through. For centers, I mean, think of who we have on this team. Don't really know if any are necessary, but, you know, Might not be the worst idea in the world to go after Josh Norris or Ryan Poehling, depending on their potentials. Left wings, Klim Kostin's there. And again, it might be worth looking at some of these older guys to rework the fourth line. We'll figure all this out, though, in the next episode. For now, I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't and you're still watching, then man, you are a trooper and you have my respect. For now, though, that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do what all the other YouTubers who make more money than I do tell you to do. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it. It's calling your name. Ring the bell, because you kind of want to, because YouTube sucks. I mean, granted, YouTube sucks at telling you when people, when people post videos, but also when I post videos at terrible times as of late, you might miss them. So yeah, you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want to miss A-grade content like this now, would you? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Links are in the description of my Twitter and Twitch. Give me a follow on both of those platforms if you would. And until next time, have a good one. Take it easy. And go Sens. I have fixed the Sens. Melnick, I am the answer. Call upon me, and I will fix the franchise that you have buried 5 feet under. They're not quite at the full 6, but they're getting there. Sorry, Sens fans, yet again.